Isaiah lived in a time that was not very hopeful. There wasn't much going on for the Israelites in the middle of the 7th century BC. And yet, despite having an evil king, despite having corrupt nobility and politicians and judges, despite the economic turmoil of the time and the agricultural failures, Isaiah writes these words: a son is born to us, that one will come to us who will be called Wonder Counselor, God Hero, Father Forever, Prince of Peace. The Israelites didn't know peace at that time. Why? Why would a man take the time to write all that down 650 years before the birth of Christ? It's because Isaiah already lives in a long tradition, dating back to the time of Moses, 1,200, 1,300 years before Christ. And as Moses is dying, he's preparing the Israelites to go into the promised land, and he gives them Deuteronomy, second law, because they couldn't live up to the 10 Commandments, the first law. So he gives them a more detailed, a more difficult law. And in chapter 15 of Deuteronomy, Moses is talking about priests, and then he talks about prophets. And he says, as you go into this land to conquer it, don't go after the prophets and the soothsayers and the diviners and the fortune tellers and the people who address spirits and ghosts. Don't talk to them. You're not to engage with that. Yeah, the Canaanites might do it, but it is going to be forbidden to you. God himself will raise up a prophet like me, like Moses, from your own kin. He will put his own words into the mouth of the prophet, and he will teach you the fullness of the law. And then Moses goes on to say, if you're confused as to whether you should listen to a self-proclaimed prophet or not, it's very simple. If the prophet prophesies and his prophecy doesn't come true, he is not of God. You are not to fear him. Interesting. Over and over again, as the kingdom of Israel grows and grows until the time of David and Solomon, and then collapses, these prophets keep coming up. Hosea in the 8th century, Isaiah in the 7th, Daniel, Ezekiel, Jeremiah in the 6th, Haggai, Micah, Zechariah in the 5th and 4th. Century after century, Jewish prophets keep coming up, and no matter what's going on around them, they keep having the same message: a Messiah will come and lead us back to the days of David. And God himself will be with us from that day until forever.